it's getting late. Well, hello, honey, why must you hesitate? Well, hello, honey, hello. Tell me nice and slow, ain't you got a name? 'Cause I gotta know. Well, hello, honey, well, hello. I can shimmy and shingly, bunny hop and shake the thing alright. If you take a chance, well, hello, honey, don't you wanna dance? Well, hello, honey, hello. Tell me nice and slow, ain't you got a name? 'Cause I gotta know. Well, hello, honey, well, hello. Now tell me her name's Mary Ellen, Peggy Sue, or Jean, or Red or Loreen. What am I gonna call you when you're in my dreams? Oh, hello, honey, hello. Tell me nice and slow, ain't you got a name? 'Cause I gotta know. Well, hello, honey, well, hello. Say you wanna see my garden, and you wanna make it shine. Say you wanna see my blue jeans hanging on your old clothesline, standing in the back door crying. Now you wanna be my friend. That's the way the cornbread crumbles. That's the way the whole thing ends. Now what's a little baby doing, dressing up in beggars' clothes? And what's a little sweetheart like you doing with a bloody nose? Standing in the back door crying. Now you're gonna need a friend. That's the way the cornbread crumbles. That's the way the whole thing ends. I once you had a hook and a ladder up into the headless night. And once you had a motorcycle, but you couldn't ride it right. Standing in the doorway crying. Now you're gonna need a friend. That's the way the cornbread crumbles. That's the way the whole thing ends. Now someone said something one time, but Daddy didn't talk too loud. People ought to stick together. That's the way to make a crowd. But here you come alone and crying. Now you wanna be my friend. That's the way the cornbread crumbles. That's the way the whole thing is. Mama's in the beauty parlor, Daddy's in the baseball pool, Sister's in the drive-in movie, Brother's in the old high school. I hear you come alone and crying. Once you know you were my friend. That's the way the cornbread crumbles. That's the way the whole thing is. Standing in the back door crying. Now you wanna be my friend. That's the way the cornbread crumbles. That's the way the whole thing is. Buddy, I went down to Scarlet Town, ain't never been there before. Where you slept on a feather bed, I slept on the floor. Now I don't mind a little time or drinking my coffee cold, but the things I seen in Scarlet Town did mortify my soul. Well, look at that deep well, look at that dark grave, bringing that iron bed in Scarlet Town today. I spent some time in New Orleans and Cairo on a bend, but Scarlet Town brought me down low as I ever been. I look at that deep well, look at that dark grave, ringing that iron bell in Scarlet Town today. On the I'll fare you well, my own true love. If you ever see me around, I'll be looking through a telescope from hell to Scarlet Town. I look at that deep well, look at that dark grave, thinking that I am buried in Scarlet Town today. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. It was good enough for mama. It was good enough for mama. It was good enough for mama. And that's good enough for me. Good enough for Papa. It was good enough for Papa. It was good enough for Papa, and that's good enough for me. You can read about it in the good book. You can read about it in the good book. You can read about it in the good book, and that's good enough for me. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. Give me that old time religion. It's good enough for me. Well, that's good enough for me. Tell you it's good enough for me. I kissed you 'cause I've never been an angel. I learned to say hosannas on my knees, but they threw me out of Sunday school when I was 9, and the sisters said I did just as I pleased. Even so, I try to be a good girl, but it's only what I want that makes me weak. And I had no desire to be a child of sin, but then you went and pressed your whiskers to my cheek. Fi-la-la-la, fi-la-la-lee. Now let me go, my honey, oh, back to Tennessee. It's beefsteak when I'm working, and whiskey when I'm dry. Sweet heaven when I die. might be my favorite one of all. Fi-la-la-la, fi-la-la-lee. Now let me go, my honey, oh, back to Tennessee. It's beefsteak when I'm working, whiskey when I'm dry, sweet heaven when I die. Why can't I go and live the life of Riley? Why can't I go back home to apple pie? 'Cause your front to my virtue was a touch too much, but you left a little twinkle in my eye. It's beefsteak when I'm working, whiskey when I'm dry, and sweet heaven when I die. Now some come confessing of transgressions, some come confessing of their love. And you were there strumming on your gay guitar, and you were trying to tell me something with your thumb. Fi-la-la-la, fi-la-la-lee. Now let me go, my honey, oh, back to Tennessee. It's beefsteak when I'm working, whiskey when I'm dry, sweet heaven when I die. It's beefsteak when I'm working, whiskey when I'm dry, sweet heaven when I die. It's beefsteak when I'm working, whiskey when I'm dry, sweet heaven when I die. something in there. It's kind of like got clothes in my closet, new shoes to wear. Got all that I wanted, more than my share. And a man who loves me is more than a dream. So why am I feeling so low down on me? I gave up on smoking 2 years ago, and I've been drinking for a month now or so. And I tell everybody nothing to hide, while I keep the devil locked deep down inside. But tonight I'll be out there running around. Tonight by the light of the moon on the ground. Tonight while the neighbors are sleeping so sound. Tonight I'll slip off and I'll go on downtown. We used to get crazy, jumping out of cars, burned up the highway, closed down the bars. Now we're all married, some moved away, and when we get together, there's nothing to say. So tonight I'll be out there running around. Tonight by the light of the moon on the ground. Tonight while the neighbors are sleeping so sound. Tonight I'll slip off and I'll go on downtown. Sun is long down, moon's hanging high, stars are shining way up in the sky. If anyone is asking where I'll be found, well, it's home in the morning. where the snow lies deep on the windy hills, and it tells the world, why should I wait? This ice and snow are gonna melt away, and so I'll sing that yellowbird song for troubled times will soon be gone. I wanna sing that rock and roll. I want to electrify my soul, 'cause everybody been making a shout so big and loud, been drowning me out. I wanna sing that rock and roll. I wanna reach that glory land. I wanna shake my Savior's hand, and I wanna sing that rock and roll. I wanna electrify my soul, 'cause everybody been making a shout so big and loud, been drowning me out. I wanna sing that rock and roll. I've been a-traveling near and far, but I wanna lay down my old guitar, and I wanna sing that rock and roll. I wanna electrify my soul, 'cause everybody been making a shout so big and loud, been drowning me out. I wanna sing that rock and roll. I've been a-traveling near and far. I wanna lay down my old guitar, and I wanna sing that rock and roll. I wanna electrify my soul, 'cause everybody been making a shout so big and loud, been drowning me out. I wanna sing that rock and roll. I wanna sing that rock and roll. A strange embrace that stays in time, a poison halo pervades your mind. I feel it too, but what can I do? You lost your sparkle and your cigarettes. You found an angel who'll take your bets. She called back for you, but what can I do? What can I do for you, darling? I'd love to know. be blue, but what can I do? What can I do? Johnson bought the farm, put a needle in her arm. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. Then her brother laid her down in the cold Kentucky ground. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. That's the way that it goes. Everybody's buying little baby clothes. That's the way that it is. Though there was a time when she and I were friends. Then Miranda ran away, took her cat and left L.A. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. She was busted, broken flat, and had to sell that pussycat. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. That's the way that it goes. Everybody's buying little baby clothes. That's the way that it is. Though there was a time when he and I were friends. See the brightest ones of all early in October fall. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. While the dark ones go to bed with good whiskey in their heads. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. Billy Joe's back in the tank. You tell Musso, I tell Frank. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. Did he throw her down a well? Did she leave him for that swell? That's the way that it goes, that's the way. That's the way that it goes. Everybody's buying little baby clothes. That's the way that it is. Though there was a time when all of us were friends. When you lay me down to rest, leave a pistol in my vest. That's the way that it goes, that's the way. Do you miss my gentle touch? Did I hurt you very much? That's the way that it goes, that's the way. That's the way that it goes. Everybody's buying little baby clothes. That's the way that it is. Though there was a time when you and I were friends. Mud on my shoes, shoes on my feet. I've been walking up and down the street. Buddy, I seen a thing or two. How's about you? Ain't got a nickel, I'm broken down flat. Wish I had one of those pork pie hats. Is this old range about soaked through? How's about you? How's about you? Ain't you got nothing to say? Well, I used to have $1, I'm gonna have a dime someday. Man in the church, man on the hill, says he won't hurt me, but I know he will. I've been worrying the whole night through. How's about you? How's about you? Ain't you been walking too? Seems a lot of good people are getting bad news. How's about you? Ain't you got nothing to say? Well, I used to have $1, I'm gonna have a dime someday. A criminal man ain't behind bars, he's driving one of them Cadillac cars. I'm gonna switch sides real soon. How's about you? How's about you? Ain't you been walking too? Seems a lot of good people are getting bad news. How's about you? Ain't you got nothing to say? Well, I used to have $1, I'm gonna have a dime someday. Thought I'd sing to the river, just cheer her on her way. She's a blue old girl, no one cares to travel on these days. I know some say she's lazy, but she was fast enough before. Half of them cotton crop came floating past my door. And there used to be a dance hall where the gambling boat still ran. The air was full of lamplight and the sound of Dixieland. But the rivermen are gone now, and she's a melancholy girl. She never sees the Delta Queen or the Alabama Pearl. And she looks like she's lonely as she tumbles to the sea. She's headed down to Mexico to find some company. Well, the only time I cursed her was the spring of '65, as she rolled across my bean fields, looking more than 10 miles wide. Well, I should have seen it coming, as it does from time to time. The woman's gonna make a fuss, and no one pays her any mind. So I thought I'd sing to the river, just cheer her on her way. She's a blue old girl, no one cares to travel on these days. She's a blue old girl, no one cares to travel on these days. was left in this world all alone. I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds on up the hill, but there's no light in the window that shine long ago where I live. Kentucky, it's the finest spot in my whole memory. I'm on my way back to the old home, that light in the window I long to see. Well, I'm on my way back to the old home. The road winds on up the hill, but there's no light in the window that shine long ago where I live. But there